make it, and I don't want to be alone. We left the bar, we drove off in my car down the highway. Oh, she turned the radio to something soft and low, slid over my way. She got real close and whispered in my ear. She said, I know a place and it ain't far from here. Put my foot on the gas, and brother, I was shifting some gears. She laid her head on my shoulder, and she softly sang along while her radio was playing an old Willie Nelson song. She said, there's times I can make it, and I don't need no one at all. But tonight I can't fake it, and I don't want to be alone. She laid her head on my shoulder.
That was Larry Penny. She laid her head on my shoulder, and this is In the Spotlight with
Aaron Scott
and Kadie Lynn. See,
we did it.
We were able to do it because we weren't on the air yet, and I didn't know it.
Perfect.
We failed very miserably at that the first time. Y'all just didn't see it. Well, hi. I'm
Hello.
Aaron Scott, here with Kadie Lynn and Larry Penny. So, Larry, we have
Yes.
known each other forever.
Long time.
Long time.
Since you were a little girl.
Yeah, which is my forever. Anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter. I play music, mostly do acoustic shows around Cedar Creek Lake and wherever, you know. Play a lot of cover songs, a lot of original songs. I lived in Nashville for a little over 12 years. Charlie Pride recorded one of my songs. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
a
you
little bit
gotta tell
later.
us the
We'll
story.
tell you a story about that.
My favorite story.
Yeah, and I've gotten some songs in some TV shows and movies. There's a show called Room 104 on HBO, and a couple of years ago they featured my song "Ain't No Two Ways About It."
Sweet.
In that, yeah, it was pretty cool. A lot of times with those, you don't know how your song's being
Right.
used. Usually it's way in the background; you can't nobody even hear it. But this particular piece, they used it, featured it, you know, and it was playing on the radio, and the actor who was in there walked over and turned it up and started dancing around
awesome.
to it. And that was pretty cool. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that.
Right.
And then at the end of it, they played it over the credits.
That's
So
awesome.
it's pretty cool, yeah.
So they really used it.
They really did.
They
yeah.
really used it.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
That's awesome.
But most of them, like I said, they're just in the background, you know, and stuff like that. But
That's pretty cool, though.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
I've never had one of my songs in a show, so.
Well, we've got some listeners tonight. Happy belated birthday from Fred, and
Thank
he
you.
also said, "Nice job, Larry."
Thank you.
And happy birthday from the real Jacob 91.
Hi, thank you.
And Billy says, "Sunshine."
Moonshine.
That last song also was on Texas Country Charts.
It was, yeah. You helped promote that song.
I did. I wasn't going to say that, but yes.
Yeah,
and,
you did.
And
I think it got up to like 82 or something.
yeah, it
which
was
is
up
pretty
in
good
the
for.
up in the 80s. And I remember one day I called you and I'm like, we just passed up the Bellamy Brothers, and you said the Bellamy Brothers. I'm like, yeah, we just passed it.
Go back.
I've got an idea for a song because you did harmonies on the recording of it.
Okay.
You want to do that one?
Sure.
What is it?
I forget the name of it. The one about the
That was forever ago.
the one about the motel room.
You talking about Time Stands Still?
Yeah.
Oh, that song?
Let's see if I can remember it.
Yeah, that's been a. That's
I
been a
was
while.
what? How old? Like
I don't know.
10?
Like 10, 11, 12.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's called Time Stands Still. And these songs are available on iTunes and Spotify, all those favorite
Go check
streaming.
them out.
Yeah, go check it out. silhouettes from the light in the window, red, green, and blue smoky halos, reflecting a sign from the wet street below. And as the neons flash, they feel the thunder crash as they let passion take control. And for a moment, just for a moment, time stands still.
I kind of remember it. I'm kind of
Been a
there.
while, yeah. It's all right. Hearts beating in perfect rhythm, damp tangled sheets between them. Two lovers get lost in the heat of the night, and as their bodies touch, wanting more, they feel the rush as they hold each other tight. And for a moment, just for a moment, time stands still. There's no feeling like the feeling, don't you know? You know. And for a moment, just for a moment, time stands still. And for a moment, just for a moment, one precious moment, time stands still.
That was forever ago. I'm surprised I remembered any of that.
You all did good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you did good. Everybody out there is liking it too. Neb says awesome, beautiful hello from Lakewood, and I can't tell Lakewood where. I clicked on it, it tried to take me to his profile, and Corbin says wow. Neb says he likes the show.
Thank you.
Jackson.
Sup?
Oh, and look, here's the deal, folks. Larry has this unbelievable catalog of stuff that he has written and that he's performed, and he's got a comic side to him too. And I can't remember the titles to all these songs, but there's Redneck Rich and Walmart Poor. What is it called? I messed that all up.
Redneck Rich and Walmart Ready.
Yeah, and then there's this one about their boat broke down and they get towed back by some pretty girls.
Yeah. It's called No Better Than That.
Yeah, yeah.
A little mischievous laugh.
Can you do that one?
Sure, yeah. It's called No Better Than That. I wrote this with a couple of friends of mine, a couple of Oklahoma boys, as a matter of fact. I became friends with them in Nashville, a guy by the name of Lyndall East and a guy by the name of Dave Smith. And Dave, he's a great guitar player and engineer and songwriter. And he plays for Toby Keith, and he used to play for Lee Greenwood and somebody else. I can't remember the last guy's name. Who did that song, Baby's Got Her Blue Jeans On? Mel McDaniel.
Mel McDaniel.
Yeah, he used to play for him too. But right now, I think he's still playing for Toby Keith last time I heard. Anyway, we got together one night and we wrote this song, and
Awesome.
that's how it goes. Life is good, baby, we got it made. Work week is done, we just got paid. It's Friday night, my wallet is fat. It just don't get no better than that. I got a truck, it's a four-wheel drive. I like to rev her every once in a while. Country girls rocking cowboy hats. It just don't get no better than that. My mama said to me, no matter what you dream, all you need is love. Look on the bright side, laugh when you want to cry, and always thank the Lord above. My buddy's brother bought a new speedboat. We took it out to see how fast she'd go. Boatload of girls had to tow us back. It just don't get no better than that. Let's go. My mama said to me, no matter what you dream, all you need is love. Look on the bright side, laugh when you want to cry, and always thank the Lord above. Sunday football, a cold six-pack. It just don't get no better than that. Life is whatever you make it, as a matter of fact. It just don't get no better than that. Don't get no better than that.
I've never heard that one.
You've never heard that one?
I haven't.
Oh,
He was shielding my young ears till now.
Could be.
he's got a lot of good ones. Man, I tell you, the comments are rolling in here. Let's see here. Oh, Washington was where the guy was from earlier. And Neb wants to know if you have YouTube, IG, or Facebook, Instagram.
I am on YouTube. I have some songs on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, but I don't know how to use it. I'm sorry.
Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure you have nothing on there.
I don't. I have nothing. I'm on Facebook though. I've kind of figured out a few things on that, so I get on there once or twice a week. So just
Oh, and
Something like that.
Tracy Malaskas says happy birthday.
Thank you.
And man, you know, I know that a lot of our listeners aren't from here in East Texas, around the Cedar Creek Lake area, but Larry plays at a cafe, a Maybank Cafe, and man, if you want good food and good entertainment, I tell you, the place is packed, and you have this table of regulars that are in there, and there's this banter between them that, I mean, you would just have to be there to see it. But
it's a lot of fun.
he can pull so many tricks out of his hat. I mean, it's just not country. He can do other stuff. I mean, he may come out with some. I mean, I know Jimmy Buffett's a crossover artist, but I mean, hardcore Jimmy Buffett, not the type of stuff you hear on country radio. Or he can pull stuff out from these places, and you're like, where did that come from?
Well, I've been around a long time, so I've lived through a lot of those songs. You know, everything's from the Beatles to Skinner to Elvis and Merle Haggard and George Strait, and you know, so it makes it up pretty good. We have a lot of fun.
Well, why don't you give us something that's not country?
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Here's no Bruce Springsteen. It's fun, dude. You may think I'm foolish for the foolish things I do. You may wonder how come I love you when you get on my nerves like you do. Oh, baby, you know you bug me. No secret about that. Come on over here and hug me, and maybe I'll spill the facts. Oh, baby, it ain't your money, 'cause honey, I got plenty of that. I love you for your pink Cadillac, crushed velvet seats, riding in the back, oozing down the street, waving at the girls, feeling out of sight, spending all my money on a Saturday night. Honey, I just wonder what it feels like in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac. There's a little bit.
If you wonder, if everybody at home wonders why we're laughing,
My mom was dancing back behind the camera.
Get her over here on
dancing
this side
behind
of
the
camera.
camera.
I can't see her.
Yeah, you need to. One of these nights we're going to get her on this
Mom,
side of the camera.
Come here.
Look at her. She's
Yeah. Yeah. 1 day, a year from now.
Oh, yeah.
5 years from now.
Well, you want to ask him some questions?
Okay. Tell me about my favorite story.
Charlie Pride?
Yep.
Well, it's kind of a funny story.
It's the funniest
In a-
story you will ever hear in your
in a
life.
heartbreaking sort of way. We had written this song. This is back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, Charlie Pride was still a major star. It was Merle Haggard, George Jones, Charlie Pride. Those guys were, they ruled the airways. And so we found out that Charlie Pride was going to record one of our songs. Our publisher was in Dallas. They had a connection with them and sent it over and said, oh, Charlie's going to do your song. He likes it, and his wife told him he better do it. So he's going to do it. So we're like, oh, that's so cool. So finally the day came, and we were going to get to hear the final master product, Charlie Pride. And it was really cool. He got over to the publisher's house, and he put the needle down on the thing or whatever it was at the time. That might have been CD back then. But anyway, it started playing, and it had this beautiful steel music coming in, and all of a sudden here's Charlie Pride's voice coming in with the first lyric, and it's I caught her looking in the mirror. She was counting the lines, but he didn't say mirror. He said, I caught her looking in the mirror. And I was like, why would he say it like that? I thought, well, okay. But then he gets on into the chorus, and he goes, instead of saying, honey, you hold my world together. You're all that I need. He said, you all that I need. And I was like, oh, my God, radio's never going to play this song. So I was heartbroken. But I'm honored that he did the song. And I think other than that, it turned out good.
Look, I was looking through my old writing books and something, and I had a song that said a mirror, and I wrote me roast. And that must have been around the time you told me.
Yeah.
You told me that story like years ago, and I found that the other day. And I laughed my butt.
I have never heard that song.
You can probably find it on YouTube
Or
somewhere.
you can play it for us.
I can go ahead and play it, but I'm just going to do my version. I'm not going to do the
The
Charlie
B-roll.
Pride. I caught her looking in the mirror. She was counting the lines. And she turned to me. I could tell she'd been crying. She said, honey, I've got to know, just between you and me, is there still a burning ember where a fire used to be? 'Cause honey, you hold my world together. You're all that I need. In this world of stormy weather, you're the only light I see. When this whole world has got me coming apart at the seams, what holds me together is you holding me. And I said, after all these years together, I might have teased about the gray, but to me you're just as lovely as on our wedding day. There'll never be another woman that can love me like you do. 'Cause I've never felt more man than when I'm holding you. 'Cause honey, you hold my world together. You're all that I need. In this world of stormy weather, you're the only light I see. Yeah, baby, when this whole world has got me coming apart at the seams, what holds me together is you holding me. What holds me together is you holding me.
Okay. I can hear Charlie Pride when you say together. I can hear the way he would say together. You know how that I can't. I just made a fool of myself. But anyway, that was the first time I heard that song, and even though there was a full-grown woman dancing
With my dog, with my little 7-pound Yorkie.
with a Yorkie in front of us,
Literally
I still enjoyed
holding my Yorkie with one hand, with one paw out this way, holding it.
The camera should be
two-step.
pointing
Yeah,
that
the
way.
camera should have been pointing to yeah.
God.
But I
was
could see why
scary.
Charlie Pride recorded that. It sounds
you.
like something he would record. And did you write that by yourself, or did you have any?
No,
co-writers?
I had a couple co-writers. A guy by the name of Wayne Mitchell. He had a little studio in Pleasant Grove back when Pleasant Grove was still fairly pleasant. But I used to go there. I had a house in Box Springs. I would go there every Sunday. We'd have a Sunday night writing session, and we would get together. We'd write these songs. We wrote "You Hold My World Together." She laid her head on my shoulder, and another one, "$1 Million Fool," "Time Stands Still." We had quite a few songs, but and then we got that one recorded with Charlie Pride, and that was pretty cool. And that's one of the reasons I ended up moving to Nashville, because I thought, well, maybe I can get George Strait and Alan Jackson to record some,
That'd be cool.
So it's tough, though.
Well, I mean that was an excellent song. I mean,
I love that
because
song.
there
Thank you.
I could actually hear other artists doing that. Artists from the era. I mean,
Yeah.
I could even hear Merle doing that.
Yeah, he could have. I mean, any of those guys could have, and still can, as far as I'm concerned. The ones,
The ones that are still left
yeah.
with us.
yeah.
You might have to get a hold of Willie. I don't know. I don't know how well that would work with the way he pauses and phrases things.
It'd be a 10-minute long song.
I caught her looking in the mirror. She was counting the
Lord, he
lines.
might change it to Miro.
Yeah.
He might actually
Caught
change
her
it to
looking in the mirror.
He might.
Oh.
Oh, so
Funny.
I guess you're still playing the Maybank Cafe.
Yeah, I'm there every Thursday night. They have all-you-can-eat catfish from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I play music there, and
My mom's going to
It's,
want to go. She loves cats.
yeah, she should, yeah. And it's a BYOB, so you can bring a bottle of wine or something like that. But it's a very family-oriented place, and we have a really nice time.
And do you ever do any other shows around here?
I play the Tiki Hut. That's over now, but all through the summer, every Friday night, I play the Tiki Hut there in the Lone Star Marina. It used to be called Don's Port. Yeah,
Yep.
a long time ago. And that's a cool
I
place.
wouldn't know about that.
Yeah. But yeah, I play there, and I played Vernon's once. I've got a call into. I'm trying to get back in there and see if I can start doing something there on a regular basis. And a couple other places. I used to play El Manantial.
Oh, yeah.
Mexican restaurant. Matter of fact, that's where
Yeah.
I first met you.
Yeah.
First seen you.
I don't remember that one.
I was
some
singing a
good
song. I don't
food.
remember what it was, but I looked down and I looked up, and Kadie Lynn was right there.
Hi.
She's like, "Hi, you know any Johnny Cash?"
That's probably what I
"Sure."
did say, honestly.
I think that is what you said.
Probably.
Anyway, it was awesome.
That was a while
It
ago.
was.
I was
Peter-
like, "Ain't
Shoot, yeah. I was like, oh my God, she's
a
Uh,
lot
adorable.
cuter than now."
And then I heard you sing. I'm like, oh my goodness, amazing.
And Fred from New Zealand says that you need to come on this side of the camera, and he says that they
Yeah,
have
Mom.
a Yorkie named Sherman that is 6.
Aw.
And-
Gabby is going to be 5 in December.
Oh, perfect match.
They don't have catfish in New Zealand. They have eel, but it's disgusting stuff.
Well,
I
catfish
don't
is
eat
pretty good here.
fish. I don't eat fish at all, and eel just sounds like way over the top nasty.
Well, you don't even eat red meat except for like once in a blue
Hey.
moon.
Okay, look. I'm very, very picky, and I just started eating steak at
Really?
that Mexican restaurant that I met you
The
at.
El Manantial?
They have good steak.
Yeah? I've never had
Anyway,
their steak. I'm going to have to try it now.
it's awesome. That's the only place I'll eat steak ever since I
Well-
was like 10.
They should give you free steaks now.
Dude, they should. Anyway,
Trying to think of where to go with this on a song. Just pull a country cover out that would shock us. Something that we wouldn't think that you would sing this country.
Jolene.
Hey, you know, like that guy that was.
That
was-
did
was-
strawberry wine.
Yeah, there was a guy that was opening up for Curtis
Oh my
Grimes with her,
God.
and I
He did
fear the first
strawberry
few
wine.
lines, and I'm hearing like, oh, this is going to
The-
be a train wreck.
And this
then,
guy wasn't. He was pretty good. He was pretty decent, but we were like, he comes out with this, and he already did like another song that we were like, with.
Yeah.
And then right after that, he does this, and we're like, oh my god, here's the wreck, here's the complete like crash and burn.
Oh, were we wrong? Oh, were we wrong? This dude killed
Oh my
Strawberry
God.
Wine.
And now I'm thinking only dudes need to sing the song, just like he did it. It was awesome.
Wow.
It was really good.
And that was on AGT?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
When was this?
The Voice?
I forget where that was at.
No, he and I opened up for Curtis Grimes. It was at
The Texan.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember when it was though. Anyway,
Here's a girl song. Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. And the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, and children get older, and I'm getting older too. And I'm getting older too.
Something like that.
Yeah. Quit for getting further behind on that.
And
one.
let's see. Ted was asking something here. What your last name was? Penny.
Penny?
Like the penny, like
Just
the
like
copper
the
1
coin.
cent.
Yep.
And what was the other? He said y'all ought to do my church together.
Who's he?
Ted.
Oh.
No, it was Peter. It was Peter who said it.
Peter, I don't know about that one.
We'd have to probably do a little woodshedding on that one.
Oh, and Ned wants to know if you know any Jimmy Rogers.
Oh, gosh. My dad used to do a couple
My
of Jimmy
dad
Rogers.
plays Jimmy Rogers
Does
all
he
the
really?
time. Yeah, what is it called? Hobo Bill and
All around the water tank, waiting for a train, 1,000 miles away from home, standing in the rain. Well, I walked up to the brakeman just to give him a line of talk. He said, if you've got money on you, son, I see that you don't walk. Well, I haven't got a nickel, not a penny, and I show. Get off, you railroad bum. Slam that boxcar door. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
I didn't know you could yodel.
I didn't
Well,
either.
that's debatable, right?
My mom was back there singing every single word to my dog with her, holding my dog like this and singing to her.
Have you been working on any new songs?
A couple, yeah. I've got some new stuff I'm working on. Nothing that I really. Well, I do have one I could play for you. Would you like to?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. This is called You.
Me?
You walk in eyes closed, wanting that first cup. I say good morning, beautiful. You make a face we both crack up. Everything that you do makes me smile. I love your laughter, and I want to spend all my time with you, with you. You got so many ways to show me that you care. In all the little things you do. And there is no one that can compare with you. What would I do without you?
That was a really good song and I like it, but my mom's over there. She's just looking at me laughing because she got my dog. If y'all are hearing any squeaking going on and they're like, what the heck is that noise? It's my dog playing with her squeaky toy. My mom got her riled up playing with her squeaky toy.
She was on the table until we had trouble getting the show started.
Gabby, come here. Mom, throw it. Throw it. Come here, Gabby.
She's right there.
No, she ain't.
Yes, she is.
Where?
She's under your chair.
Oh, hi. Gabby.
She's going that way now.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, my God. Come here. She don't know what to do. Just yank her.
Well, hold on. She's getting close.
Snatch her, dude. Get her. Yank her up by the hair.
She's in all of our audio cables.
She's all wrapped up.
She's all tangled.
She's all tangled up.
Hi, Cams. Oh, my God.
But now she's going to hurtle over the table.
No, because I got a hold of her.
She sure wants to.
Let's see if
Holding her by the back legs.
well, we've got another request and probably about time for one more song.
Okay.
Yeah, look up Larry on YouTube.
Absolutely. Larry Penny. LARRYPENNY.
Yeah, like what she said.
Boom. Boom.
And CD Baby. I've seen some stuff still on CD Baby
CD
and
Baby, iTunes, Amazon, pretty much all the streaming sites. You know, just Google or just I'm there somewhere. I think if you can find me, I'm buried pretty deep though. So
no, I think you even had a SoundCloud at once because I found I found you on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
I don't even have SoundCloud.
put a couple songs on there.
Anyway, I don't think I told you what the request was.
No,
did
you
I?
didn't.
I hope you can do this. Oh, everybody can do Buck. Buck Owens.
What is it?
He just said it, any buck.
Any buck.
Any buck.
Oh gosh, let's see here. Well, my cousin.
Oh God.
used to play- No. My cousin used to play for Johnny Russell, and he was the guy that wrote this song. And Buck Owens did it, and everybody told Buck that, man, you're wasting your time. It's not going to make any money. And they were wrong. It was a huge hit. And then the Beatles done it. And
I know which one
Johnny
you're talking about
Russell
now.
said that put a lot of groceries on the table. So I remember how I did. They're going to put me in the movies. They're going to make a big star out of me. I play a part about a man who's sad and lonely, and all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. Movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. I hope you come see me in the movies. And I'm sure that you will plainly see the foolish never hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. And all I gotta do is act naturally. All right.
That was Larry Penny, ladies and gentlemen. And this is In the Spotlight.
Hey, look, I just realized I was wearing my Beatles shirt.
Oh, yeah. And this is In the
Should've done some
Spotlight
Beatles.
with This is In the Spotlight with
Aaron Scott
and Kadie Lynn.
and Larry Penny.
And I would like to say thank y'all so much. Thank you, Kadie Lynn. Thank you, Aaron. You guys are
thank
awesome.
you.
Thank
so
you.
much for letting me do this. It's been
Thank
a lot
you,
of fun.
and I'm sure. Well, I mean, not sure. I know we're going to have you back on here. No
Absolutely.
doubt
Good,
about it. I
good.
mean,
It'll be a
it's
lot of
always a
fun.
good time when you're around.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
You're
you.
like a human jukebox.
I was waiting for what was about to come out of your mouth.
I couldn't remember if I mean, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to say human country music encyclopedia or jukebox. But
Well,
I would have had to
I'll take it
think
as
on
a
the first
compliment
one.
either way.
anyway, until next time, for Larry Penny and
Aaron Scott.
Kadie Lynn, good night from the beautiful shores of Cedar Creek Lake in East Texas.
Good
I
night,
thought
See you
were about to
next
call me
week.
beautiful. I was gonna be really excited.